Of the glamorous life as a fashion and beauty correspondent, all while carrying a painful secret she now feels needs to be told.
Arthritis is the #1 disabling disease in America right now. I was diagnosed in 1990. I had just married my dream man. I was at the peak of my career. It was just like everything had come together in my life. Really great. I immediately broke out in tears. I mean, crazy, crazy tears. Because for me, arthritis was associated with being old and crippled, and I knew immediately that I could not talk about my rheumatoid arthritis in any way. How could I be a beauty expert if I had a disease that had the stigma attached to it? So I kept it secret for 20 years. I had to take pain pills to go out to a business dinner. I would have to take steroids to get through a TV show. I'm probably the only person that actually left the Oscars before they started, but I was in so much pain. Today, I have my life back. I got in the research program at UCLA. There are so many good drugs, like the one that put me in remission for 14 years. I believe you have to control your own ship with a chronic illness. If one drug doesn't work, it doesn't mean that another one isn't going to. My doctor at UCLA knew it, and he encouraged me. If the doctor doesn't offer you hope, if he isn't aggressive with treatments for you, then get a new doctor. It's your life. It's your disease. I'm back on the treadmill again. I'm in the gym. There's really nothing I can't do today.
Christine Schwab joins us today, and I'm so glad we're sharing your story because 50 million people are suffering from arthritis.
Right, and growing daily. And over 300,000 children suffer from arthritis. There's over 100 different kinds of arthritis diseases under the immune system umbrella. So it's huge, it's huge.
And you raise a good point because people think of arthritis as something that just affects you as you get older in life. But the reason that kids are affected is that rheumatoid arthritis, it is your body's immune system attacking your synovial membrane that basically covers your joint. And it doesn't matter if you're young or old, if that process takes place, not only are you going to have pain, you're going to develop arthritis, and getting it under control. And that's one of the reasons I know you're here is so very important, because if you can get your symptoms under control, you can decrease the long-term damage that's done to your joints.
Because you've really championed it, but a lot of people, it affects their careers. I know some doctors who had rheumatoid arthritis and aren't able to practice, or they learn how to practice with their condition.
Your book is called Take Me Home from the Oscars: Arthritis, Television, Fashion, and Me. And I'm just so happy that you are sharing this story with everyone out there, because I think you are switching it up. So that you are living proof that you can
switch it up. It's a new arthritis. I don't want arthritis to be associated with old anymore because of all these wonderful children that are suffering, young people, and it's not a disease of the old. It can hit everybody and anybody.
And we were talking before, you know, there's no cure per se of rheumatoid arthritis, but we talked about anti-inflammatories, immunomodulators that people can take. There's obviously occupational and physical therapy that can really help people, especially those who are suffering from more of an end-stage rheumatoid arthritis. Never give up. I think that's one of the key messages of your book.
Never give up. And today, there's so many wonderful drugs that are almost ready to be FDA approved. A whole new batch of drugs. I got in a research program at UCLA. I got a new drug. I've been in remission for 14 years.
So
I got my life back. High five. High five, Lisa. So the message I want to tell people is, one, never give up. There's so much hope, and that's why I call it the new arthritis.
I think the other thing we've learned from your story is if you're having unexplained joint pain and it's not attributable to a certain activity you've performed, you really do want to get it checked out. And luckily, everyone in the audience is going home with a copy of Christine's book, Take Me Home from the